Hey guys, welcome to the Max Invest YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a couple of huge bits of news that just came out about Chainlink and Ethereum. We're going to be discussing a new advisor that Chainlink just got, a new chain that is starting to use Chainlink, and more. Of course, if you enjoyed the video, remember to like and subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, and remember, nothing in this video is financial advice. So let's get into the video. As we can see, Chainlink has a new advisor called Eric. Now, Eric is the former CEO of Google, and he really does like Chainlink. As we can see, he said Chainlink is a secret ingredient to unlocking the potential of smart contract platforms and revolutionizing business and society. So as we can see right here, the former CEO of Google is recognizing smart contracts, recognizing crypto, and he sees Chainlink as one of the most important cryptos in the space. Now, one of the important things to note about Eric is he was one of the people who revolutionized Google. As we can see, Eric was the CEO of Google from 2001 to 2011, and he continued to work on Google all the way up until 2020. So he was working on Google from 2001 to 2020, and he was the CEO in the early years of Google. Another thing to note about him is that he also worked on the National Security Commission on Artificial Intelligence, and he's done a lot of very important things in technology. Now, as of October 2021, he was ranked the 55th richest person in the world, and he has $26.8 billion, which is a massive amount. As we can see in this tweet here, a lot of people are calling him one of the top 5 most influential people in technology, and he's probably not just arbitrarily advising random projects. Instead, he's probably looking at crypto in detail, and he sees Chainlink as the key to get all of the cryptos together, cross-chain interoperability protocol to actually make all of these blockchains function, and off-chain data as one of the most important functions for actually getting businesses and the real world connected to crypto. Now, of course, this is a very, very good thing. It's good to see Chainlink being validated by very, very influential people. However, on the other hand, we do all know what Chainlink is, we do know where the technology is going, and we don't necessarily need it to be validated by other tech people. However, I do definitely think it's a net positive having Eric as an advisor. He knows a lot about technology, and I do think he'll be able to help out the Chainlink team. Since he's got such a good background with tech experience, he's worked on Google and he made Google great, well, I would assume that he's going to help Chainlink quite a lot if he is advising Chainlink, and I am quite excited for this. Now, the next big bit of news came out just a couple of hours later, and this big bit of news is that Chainlink Keepers are now live on the Binance Smart Chain. Essentially, Chainlink Keepers are already live on Polygon and Ethereum, so this is the third chain that is actually adopting Chainlink Keepers. Now, if you don't know what Chainlink Keepers are, what they do is they perform off-chain computation in order to make smart contracts a little bit faster and a little bit quicker. So Binance Smart Chain is having a little bit of a problem right now, where it's getting a lot of transactions on the main chain and fees are beginning to rise a little bit. Of course, Chainlink Keepers will be able to make these smart contracts continue to be quite fast and continue to have a little bit lower fees. I definitely think this bit of news is quite big. And the reason for this is because we know that Chainlink has a lot of different functions. However, the vast majority of blockchains are only using Chainlink for off-chain data. They're only using Chainlink to actually get price feeds on-chain and sometimes weather data on-chain. However, we know that Chainlink can do a lot more than just this. So, it is good to see some of Chainlink's other services start getting integrated with other chains, and I am hoping that Chainlink continues to build out and continues to prepare their services. Of course, right now, Chainlink is in the middle of creating a whole bunch of services, such as cross-chain interoperability protocol, and it's still building out some of these other services like Keepers, which haven't been integrated with a lot of other chains. Now, in my opinion, when we start seeing the majority of chains integrated integrate all of Chainlink's services and we start seeing cross-chain interoperability protocol get ready, this is going to be absolutely huge for Chainlink. Right now, the demand for smart contracts is still a lot lower than where it will be, and the need for Chainlink isn't as big as what it will be. I expect in the next 5 to 10 years, the utility of Chainlink will grow dramatically. A lot of these other services are going to be needed and required. Every single application will be using multiple services such as proof of reserves, cross-chain interoperability protocol, keepers and off-chain data, and when we see this happen, it's going to be amazing for Chainlink. So it's great to start seeing some of Chainlink's other services get integrated with other chains, and I do hope that this continues to happen. Now, the next bit of news that I want to discuss is surrounding Ethereum. Recently, I've been seeing a lot of tweets from a person called Tasha, and what she does is she likes to tweet about why she hates Ethereum so much. And it does annoy me a lot because most of these tweets have completely no substance, and I am quite convinced she doesn't know what she's talking about. She is a cryptocurrency journalist, and I am very sure she's acting like real journalists, where they just give random headlines that don't make much sense, they aim to annoy people so people click on them, and then they get articles out of writing about completely nothing of any substance. So she did say that she believes that Ethereum Layer 2s will accrue the most value, and Ethereum Layer 1 will not accrue any value, except for a transaction fee from the Layer 2. Of course, I did think that this was a little bit of a silly tweet to make, and I had a bit of a rebuttal for this, and when I was doing this rebuttal, I actually thought of a few different things that changed my perspective on a few things. What I said first is I said Ethereum as a settlement layer has a better value proposition than any other cryptocurrency from both an end user's perspective and a fundamental analyst's perspective. So the reason that I do believe that a settlement layer will likely have the most value is because a settlement layer is used to pay for consensus. Now, my end goal of Ethereum is that I want Ethereum to be a global settlement layer. Every single thing is going to have final settlement on Ethereum, and this is what I believe will happen eventually. The reason that a global settlement layer is so important is because it actually needs to pay for consensus. This means individuals need to stake their Ethereum to secure the network, and these individuals will be rewarded from transaction fees on top of the Ethereum network. This means that a lot of individuals will likely be using Ethereum as a store of value and a staking coin. Moreover, Ethereum has very good tokenomics, and it will become deflationary after the merge, making it a very reliable and stable coin that's used to pay for consensus. Now, the thing that I'm worried about is all of the applications and all of the infrastructure on top of Ethereum may end up getting abstracted away, except Ethereum at the base layer never will. I said that in the short term, we're probably going to see these layer 2s spin up. However, in the long term, I do believe that a lot of these layer 2s might actually become abstracted away. Essentially, it's going to get to the point where you go onto the internet, and on the internet, you purchase something off Amazon with normal US dollars. You pay Amazon a small fee, and Amazon send you over your goods and services that you've purchased. Now, the final settlement for these goods is going to be on Ethereum, in my opinion. Amazon is going to likely be using a layer 2, which they then pay down these fees to, and the layer 2 will then pay down these fees to the base layer. The reason for this is, of course, because Amazon will be doing this permissionlessly on an immutable base layer, and they will be using smart contracts in order to actually execute this, which is a lot more efficient. I do believe that this is the way of the world, and we even saw Visa saying that they're probably going to be building an Ethereum-based layer 2. Of course, this all excites me a lot, however, it shows that a lot of these layer 2s might have some of the complexity abstracted away from us. Now, in our current form, we're paying fees in Ether. However, in the future, I do believe that we'll be able to pay fees in whatever we want it to be paid in, because tokens can be converted easily to Ether in order to pay the base layer fees. So I do believe that we will get to a point where we're just using everything as we normally would, and Ethereum will replace the infrastructure of the entire internet. This is the way that the internet should be built. The internet is going to be replaced with a secure and decentralized base layer that is operated by millions and millions of people all around the world who are earning transaction fees whenever something gets settled on top of Ethereum. I do believe that this is how the internet should be, and I am very bullish. Of course, this means that a lot of layer 2s are eventually going to be abstracted away. I do believe that in the future, a lot of cryptocurrency will be abstracted away from the end user. We'll have 7 billion people using crypto, however they won't actually know that they're using crypto. Regardless, I do think that this means that a lot of the layer 2s may be abstracted away a bit and their value proposition may diminish. However, in my opinion, the thing that will always hold value is the settlement layer. Ethereum is going to be providing consensus for the entire world, and a lot of institutional investors will probably stake their Ether and use it as a store of value. Anyway, this brings us to the end of the video. If you enjoyed the video, remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching the video.